this is Emma and I'm here to say I'm going to be reading and reacting to Am I the Asshole Reddits today. I did do this one time before, if you want to check that out. It's in somewhere. It might be in the eye icon, who knows. But anyway, let's do it again. So, the first one is very short. It is, am I the asshole for refusing support from my baby's dad and telling him to stay away? I am 33 years old and a single mom. I've been refusing financial support from my baby's dad because he's currently unemployed and is receiving money from his new girlfriend. I feel uncomfortable accepting support from him under these circumstances. He's really upset about my decision and is angry that I won't take the help he's offering. In my frustration, I told him to stay away from me and my baby for good. Now I'm feeling a lot of guilt and doubt about whether I'm being fair. Am I the asshole for refusing his support and telling him to stay away, especially considering his current situation? I don't think you're the asshole. I don't think he is either. I believe that him offering money is kind of wrong because he's getting it from his girlfriend. But I still don't think he's bad for that. I feel like it might be harder for your baby, depending on how old they are, to not be able to know their dad. So if the baby thinks that they should get to know their dad, I don't think you should keep them from it. But what do I know? I'm not a parent. I'm not a parent. I am a cat parent and a lizard parent. And those are not nearly as demanding as human parents. So I feel like if I was in your situation and I had a baby with a man, I would try to keep him away as well if he's just being pushy. But if my baby ever asks to meet him, I may consider it. I don't know. I don't think you're the asshole. Am I the asshole for doing the broken TV prank screen on my mom? Oh, this is going to be good. My family went to an Airbnb in our vacation. Okay. My sister and I decided to play the broken TV prank after we noticed that the TV can be connected to our laptop screen. So, we played a YouTube video of the broken screen and called our parents over, and they freaked out about how we're irresponsible, etc. Then, when they couldn't understand why we were laughing, we showed them that it's just a prank, and my dad suddenly laughed because he got it, and my mom still did not find it funny. She stormed off. I don't know what the big deal is. It's pretty harmless. My dad got it. It's not like anything was actually damaged. Nah, it's just a prank, dude. This wasn't like a prank like, oh, hey, I'm pregnant, and you're not pregnant. Those are kind of heartless. But this is just a harmless little TV prank. I don't think you're the asshole.
Calm down, bro. It's just a prank. Anyways, guys, make sure to smash that like and subscribe bell.
No. Plus, your dad thought it was funny. Your mom might be mad at you for a little bit, but I'm pretty sure my parents would find it funny too. So, I think you're fine. I think you're overthinking it because it's just a prank. It's not like you actually broke the TV just to prank them. It's not like you actually did any harm. No, you're not the asshole. Am I the asshole for having wedding vendors eat in a break room? We're making the unusual bridal suite our vendor HQ, vendor break room. We're making the unused bridal suite our vendor HQ, vendor break room. Vendors eating on the main floor with guests really ruins my whole seating layout. Ruins the whole vibe that we're going for. At other large-scale events, you don't see vendors eating with guests. I don't understand why weddings are different. Am I the asshole? It's your wedding. It's not like you're telling them that they can't eat at all. It's your wedding. You can choose where they go. If they have a problem with it, it'd be okay to discuss. But after all, it is your wedding. And for the most part, they should be very accommodating. Because you're paying a lot of money for this type of thing. So I don't think you're the asshole. I feel like if you just have an open discussion with the vendors, that things would be okay. I don't see a problem with that. Okay, this one's longer. Am I the asshole for making a gender-swapped post? It's not the account I made the initial post in. No, I won't link it. A little while ago, my girlfriend and I, 20 male and female, had gotten into an argument. Without giving way to track down the post, I was about prioritizing time with post. It was about prioritizing time with her friends over important events for my family. This was an on and off argument for a while until she finally suggested I post this on Am I the Asshole? We both used Reddit quite a bit to put a final end to it. She said we'd have to accept what the submajority said. I said no, because I know the sub judges men way more harshly than women. No comment. My girlfriend said this was absurd, and men got called the asshole here because they're being the asshole. I agreed to go ahead and make the post, and since our argument was not gender role based, I said that I was a woman and it was my boyfriend who was prioritizing time with my friends over events important to me and my family. As predicted, I was voting under overwhelmingly not the asshole, and the things said about my boyfriend were beyond harsh and not even how I was thinking about my girlfriend during these arguments. I showed her the post and that she had been voted the asshole. Well, as you can imagine, she very quickly saw that I had reversed our genders and called me out on it. All I said back was that she was the one who said there isn't a difference in how men and women are judged, so our genders in the post don't matter. The person representing her actions is who was voted the asshole, and she needed to accept that as we agreed. She said I misrepresented the post. I asked her if besides the gender, any of our actions were misrepresented. She said no. So I again said that she needed to accept her judgment as the asshole like we agreed. Since her mind, gender doesn't affect arguments here, and her actions were deemed those of the asshole. I've been getting the cold shoulder for the last couple of days, so Reddit, am I the asshole? Okay, she did say that there isn't a difference between how men and women are judged. And they did vote her as the asshole, so she should go with your agreement. I don't think gender really has much of a role when it comes to that kind of stuff. I think that if she agreed to change things based on what they said, then she should. I kind of don't like that you made yourself a girl. I feel like if anything, just make it 2 guys or 2 girls. But, I don't know. Like, I don't think I've seen anybody be more harshly towards men. Because men pretty much, especially cis white men, they kind of have the world the way they want. Okay, so I really don't think gender has anything to do with this. She may be upset, so maybe make a second post with the actual right genders. But either way, I'm pretty sure they'll still see her as the asshole. And it sounds like she's not as accepting towards knowing that fact. So I don't think you're the asshole. I think that this definitely needs a conversation between you and her. But I don't see any reason why you would be the asshole. So let's see if there are any comments. Not enough info to say, to be honest. If it was a totally gender-neutral argument, then I can understand your point. But if there's something misogynistic or something like that in the conflict, then the stated genders of who said what can make a huge difference on someone's interpretation of the situation. I'm not accusing you of having done something misogynistic, just making the point that there's no way to make a blanket judgment of whether swapping genders for an Am I the Asshole makes a difference or not. Okay. This kind of has me feeling conflicted. She said, I misrepresented the post. I asked her if besides the gender, any of our actions were misrepresented. She said no. So I again said that she needed to accept her judgment as the asshole like we agreed. Yeah. What was misogynistic? I do agree with that commenter, though. There's not enough information to really make a real judgment on this. But in my eyes, I don't think you did anything wrong. But I'm not 100% sure. Am I the asshole for finding my 21 female boyfriend's 21 male fake Instagram? First of all, sorry for the possibly bad English, not my first language. This started a year ago. He lost his phone, so he used to use mine and had his Instagram open. I never went through his account, but one day I opened Instagram to find his account open, so I changed it to mine, but some kind of Instagram error happened and it showed me a box saying, error, the owner of the account, redacted name, might have changed the password. That account was not his, but apparently another account connected to his main one. At that time, I searched the account name and saw his following. He wasn't following anyone, and his followers had a couple random followers, one of which was his ex. Ooh. I've been feeling self-conscious and decided to look for the account again a couple weeks ago. Bad decision, yes, I know. He was following 2 girls, I just saw the account again today. 2 girls. I don't know what that means. And then he is following a new girl, not an, OnlyFans. With OnlyFans. I just saw the account again today, and he is following a new girl, not an OnlyFans girl. Seems like a random girl. He might know her, I'm not sure. I don't know what to do. I think I shouldn't have looked at the account, but already did, and I feel like I can't ignore it. Some extra context that I think is important. About 6 months ago, I was at his house, and he had WhatsApp open. He was showing me something that his friend sent him, and I saw on the left of the screen a chat and an unknown number. He didn't have it saved. I asked with what it was, and he confessed it was a sex worker. He showed me the chat. I was only one deleted message. He told me that he sent one message and deleted it because he regretted it. He admitted he had a problem with porn, and he never meant to really contact the girl, just got some satisfaction sending the message when he was in that state of mind. He told me his addiction was really affecting him mentally, that he wanted to change, that he wanted to tell me what he was going through. I really thought he was changing this past few months. I am sure he would speak to me if he had some sort of relapse. Seems like I am wrong. Should I speak to him about this or not? TLDR, I found my boyfriend's fake Instagram. He is actively using it and following girls. He was admitted to having a porn addiction before, and he says he's better now. I feel like he's hiding something from me. Okay, the real question here is, why would he have a second Instagram? But I mean, you guys share a phone, so clearly he's open enough to talk to you about these things. And he said he had a problem before. I feel like a good conversation can go a long way. I think I've said that about every single one of these, but I am a firm believer that therapy and good conversations go a long way. I'm not saying go to therapy right away, but I am saying that if you think he's lying, like if he said anything that says that he's like, that makes you think he's lying, it's good to search out somewhere else. But if you have an open conversation about it and you're like, hey, I think you have a second Instagram, why do you have a second Instagram? Actually, how would you even start that? Be like, hey, maybe, do you know blah 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 name? I saw a girl with an OnlyFans open on your Instagram account. I don't know. I don't even know how to freaking start that. I don't think you're the asshole for finding his fake Instagram. I'm sure it was an accident that you found it anyway. It was just kind of open. But it is sketchy that he's got one and hasn't told you about it. And if you think he's cheating, which is even worse, if you think he's cheating... Oops, hang on. Sorry about that. If you think he's cheating, then I would mention it sooner rather than later. But if you think it's just like, you know, just looking at OnlyFans, looking at porn, it's not that big of a deal. Everybody does that. And if you think that it's a problem again, then you should, just talk to him. I'd say, like, you're not in the wrong for finding his Instagram, and I don't know for sure, but he's might not be in the wrong for having a second one. He might just be really embarrassed about how the problem has succumbed, like how the problem has turned out, and how he has an addiction. Addiction is not pretty. Addiction is not to be taken lightly. This is just a thing that needs therapy. So I do recommend mentioning this to him and finding out what's going on, because over everything, be there to support him. Unless he's cheating on you, then kick him to the curb, but be there to support him. All right, that's all I'm gonna do for today. My hair is crazy. I'm trying to get it to grow out, and I hate it. So I put a hat on, because no matter the amount of brushing, the gel, everything, it does not want to stay. So I put a hat on. Anyway, I hope you found this interesting. I hope if you have any problems similar to these problems, I hope you're able to address them in a better fashion before, because now you're in a better mental space. And if you want to tell me your stuff, feel free to put in the comments or message me on any of my socials. I think you're all awesome, and everything can be fixed with positive communication. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. This is Mini Mo, signing off. Bye. You're not the asshole either.